Hello everyone and welcome to Big Geek Planet. Let's talk some Disney, shall we? So Disney, just in general, has been a huge part of my life. I'm a huge fan. As a matter of fact, Disney is probably the #1 thing that I'm a fan of. And pretty much anybody who's alive today can't say that they're not a fan of something Disney. Everybody's got at least their favorite movie or their favorite character, song, something. I mean, Disney's been around since the 20s when he first got started. And then of course we've had the animated movies as early as Snow White, which came out in 1938. So pretty much anybody on Earth today, unless you're like 100 years old, you've grown up with Disney. Like most people, I started liking Disney at a very young age with the animated movies and everything. We used to have the full collection on the old video cassettes. One of the first Disney movies that I ever remember watching and knew that it was a Disney movie and not just some cartoon on the TV was Pinocchio. That was one of the very first ones that I fell in love with Pinocchio, Jiminy Cricket, the music, everything else, and ever since then I've just been a fan of just everything that they've done. So of course I like all the old Disney classic movies like Pinocchio, Cinderella, Snow White, stuff like that. But then came along, 1999 when I was probably in 5th grade, something like that, and they came out with Pixar. And Pixar has just been, for me anyway, just hit after hit after hit. I love all the Pixar movies. Toy Story, of course, Monsters, Inc., Finding Nemo. And I also can't wait to see the new movie coming out, Inside Out, which that looks really, really good. Everything they do is just awesome. I also like some of the newer animated stuff that isn't necessarily Pixar, it's just Disney, like Tangled, or of course Frozen. Frozen has just become, that deserves a whole nother video on its own. That has become way bigger than anybody expected it to be. People still treat it like it's a brand new movie and it's already over 2 years old. Disney said that they were going to make a Frozen 2, so it's going to keep going for quite a while. That'll probably break box office records. Another big reason that I like Disney so much is not just because of the movies, is also because when I was younger I used to go to Disney World a lot. We used to go sometimes 2 or 3 times a year. I was known in school as the Disney guy. Everybody would assume, even if I was sick or was gone from school, they just assumed I went to Disney World. I came back to school one time after being sick for a week and nobody believed me. They just were like, Josh, you went to Disney World. You don't have to lie. We all know you went there. And I was like, no, I was really sick. But that's how often we used to go. And I still go from time to time. As a matter of fact, I'll be going again this summer in July. And back when I was a kid and I used to go to Disney World so much, I used to actually get not so much hatred for it, but just not understanding, I guess. I used to get asked all the time, especially when I started getting older, don't you ever get tired of going to Disney World? I mean, it must be so boring going time after time. And my answer to that is no. It's not at all boring to keep going back. They're constantly changing things, adding new things. And also a common misconception about Disney World is that it's only for kids. And I mean, yes, it's kid friendly, it's family friendly. That's the basis on which it was built, but it's so much more than that. It's for all walks of life. There's so much more than just the theme parks. Now recently Disney hasn't really done anything to slow my fandom of them because they've bought in so many different properties, which some people aren't aware of. If you're a Star Wars fan, if you're hyped for that new Star Wars Episode 7 coming out, guess what? That's Disney now. If you're a Marvel fan, again, that's Disney. They've bought a whole lot of properties that I'm also a fan of, and so it's all being kind of rolled into one. And so now when I go to Disney World, I can enjoy all these different things. I'm also a huge fan of their music. Man, I rock out to that. Just driving down the highway, I will rock out to some Disney music. I don't care. And I drive a truck, so it's kind of funny looking when you've got a grown, bald, bearded man driving a F-150 down the road listening to I Can't Wait to Be King or something like that, but whatever. So I definitely want to hear from you guys about this. What is your favorite Disney movie or character or song? Or if you have any like Disney trivia that you think I might not know of, comment down below, let me know. I love hearing about Disney trivia, so anything you think that I might not know already, go ahead and leave it down in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. If you're finding me for the first time, make sure you subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Well, that's it for me this time, guys, but before I go, remember, it was all started with one man and one mouse. Okay, bye.